You are Locked On Celtics POSTCAST, part of Locked On Sports Boston, on the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Celtics stay perfect on this current road trip that wraps up against the Memphis Grizzlies, who might be in some turmoil on Monday. Celtics in San Antonio on Saturday night, extending their win streak to 8 in a row overall. And with that, the Celtics now 36 games over 500 for the first time this season. This team's not peaking right now. They're going to peak in a couple of weeks once they hit the playoffs. They're just playing winning basketball, and it's fun to watch. Although against San Antonio, you knew at the half the game was over, right? We welcome you into our latest edition of the Locked On Celtics Postcast. I'm Steve Lennox, longtime college basketball play-by-play announcer, former show host on satellite radio and ESPN radio. At one point when I was a lot younger, I was the last man on the JV hoop squad at Division III Brockport for one whole semester. Go Brockport Golden Eagles. You are locked on with our latest Locked On Celtics Postcast, providing reaction to every Celtics game on the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel, as well as the Locked On Celtics podcast feed, which you know is free and available wherever you get your podcasts. Jayson Tatum, remember last Monday in Sacramento? You thought he's going to be out for a few weeks. No, he missed one game. And that one game was a blowout win against Phoenix in Phoenix. Tatum back in the lineup on Saturday. Was there any doubt? No. And how about Luke Kornet? Luke Kornet wasn't just good Saturday. He was terrific. He was outstanding. No Pritchard, no Al Horford, no problem. Celtics, again, win their 8th in a row. We do want to hear from you, our everydayers and our first-timers. Join us and join the conversation. Watching live on the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel. Hit that comment button. Join the conversation. 8 left in the regular season. 1 more on this road trip. And, run the table. Going to Memphis on Monday and knock off the Grizzlies, who did see the return of Ja Morant on Saturday as well. We might do a little bit of scoreboard watching here coming up later on in segment number 2. We're also going to have numbers of the night. You can hit me up and follow on the X at Lennox on Hoops. This episode of the Locked On Celtics Postcast brought to you by 5 Hour Energy. Head to 5hourenergy.com to find over 15 flavors to choose from. Need one now? Grab a 5 Hour Energy shot at your local grocery or convenience store. Stock up today and stay energized. So the Celtics, again, 55th win on the season. They win their 8th in a row. They're perfect on this road trip that wraps up again on Monday against the Memphis Grizzlies. And with Monday's game, Celtics will be looking to avoid being swept in the 2 games this season against the Grizzlies. Remember, they lost against Memphis at TD Garden back in early December. The Celtics up by 9 after 1, up by 12 at the half. Kornet, 5 points early on in the second quarter. Kornet did a nice job. Kornet, Brown, and Holiday all with 5 points apiece in the second quarter. Spurs just 7 of 21 from the field in that second quarter, 2 of 10 on the three-point line, and the Celtics knocking down threes. And they were terrific. Tatum had 12 at the half. KP had 11, but Jrue Holiday led the way. Had 11 in the first quarter, 16 at halftime, and the Celtics knocked down 11 threes through the first 2 quarters, and were 50% through the first 2 quarters overall from the field as well. So you take it and run with it. And a victory against San Antonio, where the Celtics trailed by 2 in the first quarter. Didn't trail in the second, didn't trail in the third, didn't trail in the fourth. Celtics double-digit leads in each quarter of the game. Up by 11 in the first, up by 16 in the second, led by 17 in the third, led by as many as 15 in the fourth quarter. Celtics overall for the game, as Kornet was just terrific off the bench. Celtics not great from the three-point line, better in the first half than they were in the second half, knocking down 14 threes total in the victory, going just 6 of 25. Do I have that right? 6 made threes, 11, and 17 total, 17 of 51. So just above their season average in terms of three-point shots taken. But the 17 threes for the Celtics, that'll be part of numbers of the night coming up in segment number 2, along with the individual three-point shooters as well, because you've got Derek White, Jayson Tatum, Peyton Pritchard. They're all closing in on passing Isaiah Thomas for the most threes in a single season in franchise history. But the Celtics, again, just terrific overall in terms of how they played out the game. Because in the fourth quarter, Derek White played all 12 minutes. Brown played just over 8 minutes. Tatum played almost 5 minutes total in the fourth quarter. And that's the way the Celtics were. San Antonio, did they get close? Not really. They weren't, I think they got it to 7. But it was just one of those games where it was like, okay, get to the end. It wasn't an exhibition. No De'Aaron Fox, no Victor Wembanyama, both out for the season. They've both been out for a while. And the Celtics sweep the season series. Again, if you're with us on the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel, hit the comment button, join the conversation. But Luke Kornet, Al Horford out of the lineup. Kornet probably coming to the gym on Saturday in San Antonio, understanding Celtics off the previous couple of days. And well-deserved rest. Off day Sunday, wrap up the road trip. You're going to go perfect on this road trip. You've got that opportunity. You've got the opportunity. The real Darrell mentioned it the other day after the victory and the convincing blowout win against Durant, Booker, and the Suns. Win Saturday, run the table on the road trip. Let's hit the comment button. A little quiet, but the Green Bomber. Oh, I'm sorry, the Green Boomer. Winning. Green Heart, Shamrocks. Yeah, that's what the Celtics are doing right now. And it's fun to watch, but really watching the first 3 quarters, in and out in the fourth quarter, just thought this team's ready. 8 games left in the regular season, a real shot at 60 wins, and I think that'll be a terrific accomplishment. Memphis, the opponent, on Monday, losing to the Lakers at home, 134-127. Taylor Jenkins fired on Friday. John Morant did return to the lineup, 22 points in 31 minutes. I wonder if he plays in back-to-back games. Thought that on Saturday as he was made available. So Peyton Pritchard out, dealing with a little bit of a hip issue, and apparently saying recently that it's something that's been bothering him for a while. Is it ever going to be 100% the rest of the season? I don't believe so, just because that's the way players are right now, late in the season. So play through it. Maybe Joe Mazzulla picks his spots here in the final games of the regular season with Peyton Pritchard. No need to rush him back. Rely on Peyton Pritchard 100% to do exactly what he needs in terms of treatment. And if he misses a couple of games here down the stretch, okay. PK tattoos. Tatum walks on the floor and gets 29. Kornet grabbing boards and being fed well under the basket. Very little effort and the win. Yeah, it wasn't a go through the motions game, but it was just, hey, get to a point in the game where we can go to the bench and go from there. Just how it should be this time of the season from PK Tattoos. Yeah, the Green Boomer. Loving watching these guys play. Shout out to Luke. He was great. He really was. I mean, Kornet, again, just he's an energy guy off the bench. He's going to give you max effort when he's on the floor. Right now with Pritchard and Kornet, you appreciate the seasons that they're having, but down the road, these guys are going to get paid, and deservedly so. And I don't know what I'm on, Microsoft or whatever, and I've got a Hotmail account. That's how old my email is. I've got Gmail too, but I don't use it. But anyway, I say that to say this. Just in terms of the way things are going right now for the Celtics, these guys are going to get paid. But when I open up Internet Explorer and you see all these ridiculous headlines, whether it's baseball or basketball, and you clickbait or whatever you want to call it, Celtics in the offseason are going to trade KP and they're going to take on this money and all these. I don't know why they exist. They want us to click on them. We should be smart enough now not to click on them. Most of them say Sports Illustrated for me. If you can help me get rid of them, hey, thank you very much, and I'll be in your debt. But Sports Illustrated is linked, on these links to a lot of these things, and Sports Illustrated isn't what it was when I was growing up. It's a disaster. But anyway, Kornet, again, I mean, just rebound after rebound. 15 points, 16 rebounds, 7 on the offensive end. He was a plus 21 off the bench. Celtics, let me get this right here. Tatum, 29. Brown, 14. 11 for Porzingis. 8 rebounds for Porzingis. Got into foul trouble. Sat a lot in the second half. Ended up with 5 fouls total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 players in double figures. Hauser actually put the ball on the floor at one point, and I was like, wow, Sam Hauser put the ball on the floor. It happens. Doesn't happen a ton. Pascal, Tatum looked healthy. Yeah, I mean, that injury on Monday when Sabonis stepped underneath him and got the flagrant foul and he didn't return to the game. Again, missed, was on the floor for, shoot around earlier in the day on Wednesday, and you really expected him to be back in there. I mean, Tatum, again, I don't know where the national vitriol is towards Tatum. I think it's ridiculous. You appreciate Tatum wants to play. Well, chronicled this year. Bumps and bruises, sprained ankle from Monday. Did you have any doubt that Tatum was going to be a go? Not that he talked himself into it, but just, hey, I'm healthy. I'm ready to go. I'm playing. And again, we know guys in the NBA, hey, sprained ankle on Monday. We'll see you in 3 weeks. Pascal, I hope KP sits against the Heat. Pascal, going to call you on that one. Why? Give me an example why. Give me a reasoning why. PK Tattoos, you can mark those emails as spam every time, and eventually Hotmail should start blocking them or sending them to your junk box. They're not emails, though. They're just when I open up Internet Explorer and that's there. I should have a different homepage. They're not on my emails. If I got them in my email box, I'd be bonkers. I'd have no hair. I'd pull it all out. But thank you, PK Tattoos. I appreciate it. The Green Bomber. Shireman progressing well, on his way to being a good role player for us. Yeah, and I enjoyed Sean Elliott. Sean Elliott was on the San Antonio broadcast, NBA TV, figured I was going to get that, watching on my computer along with the Red Sox as well. And Sean Elliott was on the broadcast. Did not write down the name of their play-by-play announcer, but I liked him. Talking about Shireman, hey, he's a lefty. Hey, lefties can shoot, right? Shireman, you can see each game that he's getting minutes now where the confidence just continues to grow. Kid can pass. Had a pass to Tatum. Tatum gave it right back to him in the corner. And he's just playing with a lot of confidence right now. Numbers of the night, more of your comments. Glad you're with us on the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel as we're talking about the Celtics' latest victory, their 8th in a row overall, and now 55th on the season as well. Folks, it's no secret. The Red Sox are not playing well to open up the season, and the Celtics, they're not peaking right now. They're just getting started, and they're red hot as we close out the regular season with 8 games left on the schedule. Locked On Sports Boston, your team every day, part of the Locked On Sports Network, and our latest Locked On Celtics postcast presented by 5 Hour Energy. Hey, daylight savings sneaking up on us again. And if you're feeling that lost hour of sleep, well, 5 Hour Energy has your back. The extra sunshine means more time for fun, but sometimes you need a little boost to power through. Whether you're staying up late, watching NCAA tournament games, squeezing in a round of golf after work, or just trying to keep up with your busy day, 5 Hour Energy gives you that quick, refreshing pick-me-up whenever you need it. You might be staying up late watching all the tournament action, and 5 Hour Energy can help you keep up the next day. With longer days, you might love getting outside for a hike or a run. Tropical Burst, well, it's going to give you a quick boost. Whether you're at a game or traveling, 5 Hour Energy is easy to grab and keeps you feeling refreshed. Head to 5hourenergy.com to find over 15 flavors to choose from, including watermelon, blue raspberry, peach mango. You can even build your own 12-pack or 24-pack delivered right to your door. Need one now? Grab a 5 Hour Energy shot at your local grocery or convenience store. They're everywhere. Stock up today and stay energized. And our Locked On Celtics postcast also presented by FanDuel. Hey, It's that time of year, right? March Madness is here. FanDuel is giving you a chance to get in on the action like never before. Right now, new customers can get $200 in bonus bets when your first $5 bet wins. That's $200 extra to use on everything from buzzer beaters to Cinderella stories and even who's cutting down the nets right now. You may have your eye on a few of those underdogs as we hit the Final Four next weekend. FanDuel makes it easy to back them with spreads, totals, and game props as well. With tournament games happening almost every day, there's always something exciting to bet on. The FanDuel app is simple to use, and when you win, you get paid instantly, no waiting around. So visit FanDuel.com and get in on the college hoops action all tournament long. Celtics pick up the victory again. 8th straight win for the Celtics, trying to run the table on this road trip that wraps up Monday in Memphis against the Grizzlies. And with the victory on Saturday in San Antonio against the Spurs, the Celtics locking up the number 2 seed in the Eastern Conference. So the Celtics, 36 games over 500 for the first time this season. Win streak at 8 in a row, that's a new season high. Won 13 of 14 overall, 13-1 in the month of March. 5 more games to get to 60 with 8 left. It's been a while. 8 straight wins. You're talking about the Celtics, hey, they can only lose 3 more games if they want to reach 60. Well, now with 8 to go, they can go 5-3 in their final 8 and hit 60 wins. Are they going to lose 3 games of their final 8? We're going to find out. The Road Warriors continue to be the best team on the road all season long. And think about that right now. I don't care about the Cavaliers being the number 1 seed. I've said that for weeks. Best road team in the NBA on the road in Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals against the Cavaliers. It's still a ways away. But at the end of May and early June, are we basically gonna say we're right where the Celtics, right where we thought they'd be? Game 7 on the road. You roll the dice in a Game 7. Right? You go from there. But again, they've won 8 in a row overall, 7 straight on the road, and 15 of their last 16 road games as well. That's part of numbers of the night. So the Celtics with 17 more threes in the victory. Let's get back into your comments here. We'll pause numbers of the night for just a moment. Pascal coming back with KP. I hope KP sits against the Heat. Pascal, appreciate it. Heat are the team that like to muck it up and get real physical, just being overly cautious. Okay. All right. Porzingis is healthy. He's going to be in there. If you're playing Miami, end it as quickly as possible. The Green Boomer. Sox ownership is sad, hoping the new C's owners aren't as awful as those bozos. I want fans to write a book about why they think the Sox ownership is so bad. They went out and spent money this offseason. They've spent money in the offseason before. They have 4 World Series titles. And now ownership change coming in the future for the Celtics. And again, you could sort of read those. I got to get to the Boston Globe and see if there's an issue with the Chisholm Group and an issue. They have to be signed off by the NBA. It's going to be a while. Probably going to be after the NBA season and the NBA Finals are complete. The Green Boomer. Like and share, folks. Pascal, should the C's want to have the number 1 seed? I don't care, Pascal, at this point in time. I just played it out. Game 7 in Cleveland. Celtics will go into that game. If we get there, that's a scenario that I think plays itself out. I'd love a 7-game series for Cleveland and Boston. I'd take it. And you have the best road team in the regular season on the road. Celtics they're not going to fold in that one. Cavs schedule looks interesting. Yeah, it does. They've got a handful of games left as well. Mitchell went into a bit of a funk. Wasn't a long funk. Pascal, they let Mookie Betts go. Yeah, we already did our Locked On Red Sox postcast for the night. So you can find that with the Locked On Red Sox YouTube channel and wherever you get your podcasts with our Locked On Red Sox podcast feed as well. Free and available wherever you get your podcasts. Michael, I honestly think Boston can catch Cleveland. Cleveland's got a bad schedule. If it happens, it happens. But if you can get a couple of games of rest, with the victory Saturday, you clinch the number 2 spot, right? So right now, just for giggles, right now, 4 games. Celtics have 8 to go. That's going to be real hard. It is. I mean, I'm not worried. If it were 3 with 8 to go, I'd say something. 4, you're looking, Cavaliers losing in Detroit on Friday. Gave up 133. They've got the Clippers Sunday and New York. Then at San Antonio, home against Sacramento, home against the Bulls, at Indiana, at New York, and then wrapping up against the Pacers on April 13th. Yeah, you've got some teams in there that are jockeying for position. You've got the Knicks twice. You've got the Clippers. Yeah, it's not an easy stretch. But 4 with 8 to go for the Celtics, let's not worry about number 1. Again, I played it out. You're the best team on the road during the regular season. The Celtics can go into that win and into that Game 7 if it's in Cleveland and take care of business. The Green Boomer one more time. With our road record, the first seed won't matter. Yeah, that's the point I'm trying to make here across the board. Absolutely. Celtics and Grizzlies, we'll see if John Morant's in the lineup. 17 more threes for the Celtics. So with that, the Celtics entered Saturday's game in San Antonio with 1,306. Only NBA team to ever have multiple seasons where they hit 1,300 or more threes. They've now done that 3 times. So they have passed their total from the 2022-2023 season, where they had 1,315. Now, the eye on the Celtics franchise record of 1,351 threes for the 23-24 season, and the NBA record is also within striking distance, with the Warriors knocking down 1,363 threes for the 22-23 season. So the Celtics, hey, is it a number that they're looking at and saying we're going to absolutely break the record? No, they've just been consistently one of the best three-point shooting teams throughout the course of the season. Well, real quick, Tatum, 2 threes. White, 3 threes. So Derek White, 3 3-pointers, 244 on the season, 1 away from tying Isaiah Thomas and the franchise record of 245 threes for the 16-17 season. Again, you could see Tatum. White's going to do it. You could see White, Tatum, and Pritchard all breaking Isaiah Thomas's franchise record for the most threes in a single season. We're going to be with you Monday night. Again, like Saturday, we're going to do a doubleheader, double dip. They're not really going to be going on at the same time, but we'll have Locked On Red Sox postcast and Locked On Celtics postcast as well, part of Locked On Sports Network. So again, Monday, Celtics wrapping up the road trip against the Memphis Grizzlies. John Morant was in the lineup in the loss against the Lakers on Saturday night. And, hey, Memphis getting rid of their head coach, Taylor Jenkins. Memphis beating the Celtics at TD Garden earlier on in the season. So the Celtics are going to be looking for a perfect road trip and a split of the regular season series against Memphis Monday night. We'll be on within minutes of the final buzzer with our latest Locked On Celtics postcast. Tip of the cap, thank you very much to our sponsors, 5 Hour Energy and FanDuel. Supporting our sponsors is supporting us with Locked On Sports. Also a tip of the cap, great effort tonight with the comments and our viewers as well on the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel. We do it for you, and we couldn't do it without you. Celtics victorious on the road in San Antonio. Win streak now at a season high 8 in a row. We will see you on Monday with our latest Locked On Celtics postcast. Locked On Sports Boston, number 1 place to hang out immediately after every game. Locked On Sports, your team, your Celtics, every day, part of the Locked On Sports Network.